Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hazeeq, and in this video we're going to be talking about Alchemy Pay. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. So Alchemy Pay is a payment solution, as you might have guessed from the name of the project, and we've been discussing this particular cryptocurrency for the past few years, and I'm already up around 3x. We've been buying this on Patreon, I think back in 2023, in the middle of 2023, during all these corrections here. I think we were buying even below 2 cents at some point. And right now we saw a massive pump. I'll show you why that happened. We're getting a lot of volume. Look at this 24-hour volume sitting at 460 million when the market cap is sitting at 500 million. So that's a crazy ratio. And this token is already trading on all of the top exchanges. So people can easily flock into this hype right now, and that's exactly what they're doing. So Binance is currently sitting at $114 million. And what's the number 2 exchange? That's going to be Coinbase. And in terms of DEXs, let's see, I'm interested in okay, so DEXs, it's not as crazy. But so we are sitting at the previous market cap all-time high, which was around $500 million back in August 2021. But in terms of price action, at that point, the price was sitting at 16 cents. And right now, we're almost sitting at 6 cents. And I think with China pushing more blockchain or pro-blockchain narrative, at least in Hong Kong, could help out this project. And the reason why we had this massive pump is because Deepseek, the latest AI project coming out of China that essentially caused the massive crash recently, especially in the AI stocks and cryptos, said that it's a smart move to start exploring Alchemy Pay. Smooth payments, big potential, and this is from the Alchemy Pay Twitter page. I'm going to give them a follow as well. And it makes sense because it's a Chinese AI company promoting a Chinese payment solution. It makes sense. And if you scroll through their Twitter feed, you can see they have a lot of partnership announcements, which I think added to the hype. And if you scroll to the very top, you can see their ecosystem, which is absolutely massive. They're on-ramping to pretty much everything. They're partnered up with Google Pay, Visa, and MasterCard. And make sure to go at least look at this just to understand how bullish this is. And it looks like this could be one of the top crypto payment solutions and one of the ones that actually makes it out if China properly backs their crypto projects. And by the looks of things, at least according to rumors, it's possible that China is slowly going to be leaning more towards pro-crypto policies rather than outright banning it. It seems that they're allowing individuals to hold Bitcoin in China once again. So I think by the end of the bull market, things will be very different on the eastern end of the world. But let's focus in on the price action chart. And before we do that, I want to quickly cover the circulating supply. It's currently sitting at 86.4% out of the 10 billion total supply. So there was some token dilution since the all-time high in 2021. That is why the market cap right now is pretty much the exact same as we had back then, but the price action isn't. So that's just a quick little thing to note. But jumping into the price action chart, we have this massive yellow trend line that I showed you many moons ago. We covered this on live streams, we covered this on YouTube videos and on Patreon extensively. And look at this massive candle from this yellow support trend line. And we've bounced off of this trend line on multiple occasions. So this was the first bounce, which is our bear market bottom actually. Then you have your second bounce over here. You had a little bit of a fake out back in November, a few months ago. And then we had another bounce here in January. And every single time you bounce off of the yellow trend line, you have a move to the upside. And you tend to run into this horizontal resistance at 0.043 cents. But this time we actually broke past it. And we're sitting at these prices for the first time since February 2022. this is actually a very good sign. And if you take a look at the green support trend line, we have had bounces ever since August 2023. So we had two over here, and then another one in September 2024, another one in November 2024. So that was another great buying opportunity. And look at the volume candle. That's a lot of volume coming in, and that essentially confirms our breakout on the weekly chart. The next target we're going to be eyeballing is 0.063 cents, and that is the 0.786 Fibonacci level. Now, if you're asking, what kind of a Fibonacci do I have here? Well, we took the bear market bottom from 2022, December, and we took the all-time high from August 2021. That gives us the 786 at 0.63 cents, and that gives us the 1 fib level at slightly higher than 11 cents. And you can take more profits at 6 cents, you can take more profits at 11 cents, but I would be expecting this to break past its all-time high. In fact, I do have an exit strategy ready out on Patreon. If you want to check that out, feel free to go to the description. There will be a link down to my Patreon. You can go to the exit strategy playlist and you can take a look at my Alchemy Pay breakdown. But I do think this has a very good chance of at least getting to 23 cents. And we can add that price tag over there. From the current price, that would be a 4x. That would be a 4x on the dot. And if we measure the move all the way from the bear market bottom to the 1.272, then that's a 3,000% to the upside, which is not bad. That's not bad. Like, stocks will not generate this much profit for you. Now, if you bought in, let's say, off of the green trend line here, let's say you ignored the August one, let's say you bought in October 2024, you're potentially looking at 1,200 or 1,253%. And then from the bounce here off of the yellow trend line in January, you're looking at 11x, slightly more than 11x, which is not bad. Again, these are really, really impressive numbers. It's a safer altcoin in my opinion, and at the moment I would highly recommend you not buy this coin because you don't want to be buying local tops. This is us breaking through massive resistance levels. We could continue pumping by all means. However, this doesn't mean we'll be going up forever. At some point there will be a retracement. I did take some profits along the way already, which I announced in the Telegram chat for patrons. Now there's another little block we can establish over here, which can be seen as some sort of a resistance area. And you can see this was our support back in September 2021, and in December 2021, before we crashed below that, had a back test of resistance in February 2022, and from there we crashed. So it's possible we're going to run into this area and get stuck there for a little bit, maybe get rejected, come back down, print a higher low, and then move to the upside once again. So you're potentially looking at 0.043 as a good buying opportunity. Okay, and like I said, we're in a bull market. Things can go parabolic if there are a few more bullish announcements regarding Alchemy Pay, or Deepseek mentions it again. We could have another massive parabola to the upside, and again, my expectation is 24 cents here, the 1.272, and as we discussed already from the current price action, that is a 4x, which would put the market cap at around $2 billion, which is not a lot for something during a bull market cycle top. So 2 billion is not a crazy estimate. If we take a look at the relative strength index here on the weekly, we are just breaking into the overbought. So this is just to give us an understanding that we're entering that overbought region. And if we take a look at our historic points here, you have a resistance over here. So that is a very strong resistance level. We essentially rejected that once in February 2023 and then again in March 2024. So once the relative strength index gets to approximately 81.2, that could be a good area to take some profits, historically speaking. And all the way back here in August 2021, we also dropped from that area. Let me just add this block this way. I think it's going to be much better if we do it this way. There we go. So it's around 80 to 81 on the RSI. Anything past that is going to be extremely overbought, and I think you should be careful around those areas past the index of 81. It's always possible we could continue pumping for an extended period of time, but you want to be conservative, you want to be grounded, you want to be securing your profits. At least take out your initial investment. I almost took out my entire initial investment. I'll wait for the price to go up a little bit more, and I'll probably take out the rest of my initial investment at around 6.5 cents. Now, if we take a look at the stochastic on the weekly, it is perfectly reversing from the oversold here below the index of 20. So this was a good point to dollar cost average into Alchemy Pay. And the MACD here just printed a bullish cross, which essentially gives us the confirmation of this uptrend and the confirmation of that bottom there. So the price action chart is looking extremely good, and the narrative for Alchemy Pay is looking extremely good. Let's just hope there's more adoption, more worldwide adoption, and let's hope they push with their marketing. And I think it's going to be an easy task for us to get to 23, 24, 25 cents, possibly even higher than that. Let me know what are your thoughts. Thank you all for watching. Stay safe and goodbye.